Fall fragrances for men. I'm here with the one and only Sandra Solomon Fragrance.
Yes, hi everyone.
We have 12 fantastic fragrances that we feel are perfect for fall. Are you ready?
Yes.
So ladies first, what do you have?
I have one of my absolute favorites from Parfums de Marly, and I kind of forgot about this one for a while.
Okay.
But then when you said fall fragrances, this was the first one that popped into my mind. And it is Haltane from Parfums de Marly. If you like oud, you are going to love this one. If you like aromatic, sweet and spicy fragrances, you are going to like this one. If I don't remember incorrectly, this has oud and it has praline.
Yeah.
And I mean, gourmandy, spicy, sweet oud fragrance. Can it be better?
One of the most mass appealing oud fragrances a man can wear. And I absolutely love how they blended oud with sweetness, and there's almost like a slightly powdery feel to this. This is absolutely gorgeous. This is like the oud you really can't go wrong with. This to me is an extremely easy to wear leather fragrance that's woody and a bit powdery. This is, and are you ready? We are going to do a lot of airsprays right now. This is Hugo Boss. Come on. This is so good. This is the scent Le Parfum. So this is like a super, maybe not super smooth, but there's a smoothness to it that I find extremely attractive. Together with a bit of powderiness, that incredibly easy to wear leather. This is for someone who wants a fantastic leather fragrance that's very different from, let's say, more sort of a leather heavy fragrances like Tom Ford's Ombre Leather. I think this is a fantastic fragrance, and I also feel this is a fantastic choice for fall.
It really is, and you actually picked the one that is my favorite Hugo Boss scent. I think this is fantastic, and as you said, this is smooth. It's even powdery, kind of creamy, and it's an absolute stunning fragrance for the fall. The next one I picked out is actually one I think should get some more attention because this is an amazing fragrance. This is a flanker to a very loved original, and this one is amazing for the fall. This has a bit less sweetness than the others in this line, and that's why I think it's perfect for fall. And it is 1 Million Royal from Paco Rabanne. This is warm, spicy, it's aromatic, it's woody.
So here's my suggestion to you. If you try it out, if you have this or if you're trying it out, try spraying it quite a bit, because that is when you will get a bigger dose of what is, to me, a very intoxicating kind of sweetness. This is perfect for fall.
It really is.
So next up we have one from Initio. Please do try it out.
Yes.
And I'm gonna spray some in the air. This is so good. This is not only so good, it's also very, very sexy.
Yeah.
This is Initio's Blessed Baraka. And this to me is quite woody. It's slightly powdery. It's a bit ambery, a bit spicy. And there's a slight hint of sweetness to it all. That sort of a balance of all that woodiness. And as this thing sort of heads into the dry down, you can get a slight hint of something sort of animalic. And that combo, that slight hint of sweetness, that slight hint of something that is sort of animalic, together with its woodiness, is number one, perfect for fall. Number two, this is actually something I feel is quite unique.
Yes.
And very, very attractive. I think this is perfect for fall.
You know what, when I was, of course, listening to you, but also thinking what I was going to say about this one, the word that came to my mind was unique. It's extreme unique. But what I also think is special with this one is that it's so extremely elegant and classy, yet with that slight hint of something animalic. So you have a combination of something a bit dirty and animalic, and then extremely luxury and elegant, and that is unique. If there is one thing I really enjoy in men's fragrances, and that I think a lot of more men should realize, is white florals in men's fragrances.
Yeah.
It's the most fantastic thing a woman can imagine, because something smelling masculine yet soft with white florals
Contrast.
is just incredible. YSL Myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
The name now.
The name is really weird, but this is not weird. This is citrus fresh. It's woody, but most of all, it has this veil of white florals. I'm already addicted to this one. The reactions on this in the community, on whole YouTube, is like, yeah, it smells amazing, or yeah, it's nothing special.
Very sort of a polarizing.
Very polarizing.
But I do understand that. And I'm gonna link to my favorite fragrances of August video above, so please do check it out where I talk more about this. This to me, I keep going from, I mean, sometimes when I wear it, I'm like, okay, this is really nice, but it's not something special. And then the next time I wear it, I'm going like, okay, this is crazy good.
This is
so I'm not sure what's going on, but I do understand all the different reactions to it.
I think this is crazy good. It almost becomes this white floral slash bubble gummy thingy. And it's incredible.
So my next fragrance is one from Viktor and Rolf. Here you go.
Yes.
And I actually have not used this that much, but about 2 weeks ago, I started using this more and more, and I absolutely love the dry down. So the opening, super spicy, but the opening is really not my favorite part of this. When it dries down, this becomes a woody mix that's ambery in a fantastic way, quite smooth, with a touch of leather, and the spiciness by then has sort of gone into the background. This is Viktor and Rolf Spicebomb Infrared, the Eau de Parfum. So yeah, the opening is good, but not my favorite part of it, but the dry down is absolutely fantastic. How do you feel about this one?
Do wait until the dry down, because the opening is extremely peppery. It's like this spice, I can't say it like this spice bomb because this is spice bomb, but it is a spice bomb of pepper coming at you, and it actually can't even feel too much in the beginning, but when that pepper sort of dries down and in comes the sweetness, the richness, this turns into something different. If you have tried the original Spice Bomb Infrared, do not expect this to be like that, because the red fruits in the original is not there. I have chosen one of my favorites from Nishane, and this is one of, I think, the most unique ones from Nishane. And they have managed to combine some of my favorite characteristics in a fragrance and some notes that you don't see together that often. So this one has tobacco, there's coconut, and there is rum. And I also think there's maybe some vanilla. So you know how I feel about vanilla and rum. This is Fan Your Flames from Nishane. This is for someone who likes the thought of smelling masculine, but yet with a soft side.
So I think this is a fantastic fragrance. This is definitely a unique fragrance as well. I don't have anything like it. This is definitely a strong fragrance and an attention-grabbing kind of fragrance. This smells truly sort of a niche or unique. But here's the thing. This is not cheap. And it is quite a different kind of scent. So most people who get a whiff of it seem to enjoy it quite a bit. But it's not for everyone, so please do try it if you are curious on it. Don't blind buy this fragrance, but I think this is a fantastic fragrance for fall. This thing is absolutely fantastic. A big dose of woodiness, a fantastic dose of vanilla. It's super ambery and it's very, very smooth, sort of a balsamic. This is Prada Luna Rossa Ocean, the Eau de Parfum, and it's pretty easy with this one. If you want to smell good, you spray this one on. If you want to smell good plus sexy, you spray this one on. And yeah, if it's still sort of unclear, I absolutely love this fragrance, and I think this is, I mean, I'm gonna use it throughout the year, but it's definitely perfect for fall. How do you feel about it?
I actually do love the original Prada Luna Rossa Ocean, but that one has more of a caramellic touch to it, and it's not as strong as this one. This is still not a beast mode fragrance, but just because it's a bit richer, it's a bit deeper, this actually lasts through fall and through the winter. The one coming up has so many notes that I can't even mention
it's
them.
crazy.
We would stay here like forever. But this has all the characteristics you can imagine in a fragrance. It's warm, spicy, it's fresh, it's woody, it's sweet, it's maybe not boozy, it's a bit fruity. It has just everything. This is packed with so many notes. This has an incredible performance, and the scent trail after this is amazing. And it is Gisada Ambassador Intense.
So this is a fragrance a lot of people feel is very similar to Dior Sauvage Elixir. So you and I did a comparison, like a battle. I'm gonna link to that one above, so please do check it out. There are definitely similarities between the two, but I do feel they are different. So next up is a fragrance that in a way reminds me of Tom Ford's Oud Wood. So they are not the same, but I do feel they are sort of in the same area. And if you enjoy Tom Ford's Oud Wood, I do think you will enjoy this one, and this one is a lot cheaper than that one. Now I know you're not the biggest fan of Oud Wood, but in a way, and I know this is going to be like blasphemy for some of you, but I do feel in some ways this is better than Tom Ford's Oud Wood. This is Versace Oud Noir, and yeah, you are not the biggest fan of Tom Ford's Oud Wood, so you might not enjoy this one. But I think this is a really nice oudi and woody scent. It has a sort of a airiness to it that in some ways exists in Oud Wood, but a bit more maybe in this one. So there's like a bit of freshness to it as well. This is a fantastic choice for someone who likes woody fragrances, who wants a great woody fragrance for fall. So how do you feel about, okay, she doesn't like it.
No, I mean, Oud Wood smells like newly oiled wooden floors.
Okay.
Yes, that is not something a man wants to smell like.
Okay.
But this one
Ooh,
is
you
actually
like it?
quite good.
Okay.
I mean, if they would have just made something like this, I would have loved Oud Wood. But I think this one is fabulous because this has so much more. It doesn't smell like a newly oiled wooden floor. This smells like a light oud, something very woody, and then something a bit sparkling also. I think this is a fantastic oud fragrance.
So I would love to know what you think of Versace Oud Noir and Tom Ford's Oud Wood. If you would take those two and put them against each other, which one wins?
So this is one of the L'Homme Ideal fragrances from Guerlain. I think that I usually talk most about the EDP and the EDT like the last couple of 6 months. But every time I mention them, there's some guy saying, what do you think about the extreme one? And then I always have to answer, I absolutely love the extreme one, and that's why it's on this list. I love the almond note. I love that there is something boozy over this one that makes this smell like the sweetest almond liquor.
So you have that fantastic signature Guerlain L'Homme Ideal almond note, together with a bit of woodiness, a bit of sort of a fruity sweetness, a bit of a slightly warm tobacco, a slight hint, just a slight hint of leather, and everything together is extremely attractive, very, very sexy, very, very unique.
Yes, and I want to file in a request.
Okay.
If you are doing a Rebel spray in the end of this video, I want you to Rebel spray this one.
Okay.
Can I please have my way?
We'll see. So next up, an epic fragrance that's a must for you to check out if you love powdery fragrances. And if you're not yet familiar with powdery fragrances and are curious about trying them out, please do try this one. This one will give you a big dose of powderiness, together with a bit of woodiness and a slight hint of sweetness and a bit of leather. When you spray this thing on, you will get this fantastic scent cloud of something truly sexy and something extremely classy. This is the epic Prada L'Homme Intense, and I feel this is fantastic for fall.
Yes, and the thing about this one that is so crazy is that whenever you spray this on or whenever I pick this up, I always go like, oh my God, what are you wearing? This smells incredible. I know that I know this one, but I don't know which one it is. And it's always Prada L'Homme Intense. Every time.
So I would love to know if you have tried any of these and your thoughts on them. Now I know you wanted me to Rebel spray Guerlain, L'Homme Ideal Extreme, but I'm gonna go with the one you always go crazy about, and that is this thing right here. Please like this video, thank you, I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like, make sure you hit that subscribe, make sure you check out Sandra Solomon Fragrance, subscribe to her, subscribe to me, and I'll see you in the next one.